built a computer back, when was it? Maybe March or April, I can't remember some of the time. I kind of bought some used, I got a used CPU, used motherboard, and I got a 650 watt power supply. So today, we're gonna go with the Ryzen 9 3900X for the CPU. I went ahead and got the ROG Strix B550E gaming motherboard, and I am going now with the EVGA 850 watt gold power supply. So we're going to definitely do an upgrade, and we'll see how that goes. Alright, so our first priority here is that I don't have a drain plug, so we're going to have to just kind of like empty it out, because there's definitely not a drain plug. So we got to make sure we get the fluid out without messing anything else up, or messing anything up since there's nothing messed up to begin with. So I think, yeah, I have no idea. No, I think I'm just gonna go with unscrewing it from the radiator. I think that'll be my best bet, and we'll start from there. I mean, honestly, I think if I just let it just drain through here, I think it'll be perfectly fine. What do you think? I think so. I think I'm gonna do that exactly. Probably not the... Alright, so I'm gonna drain it like this. This is my... It's not the best option, you know, like especially when considering things. Well, there's one of... Rising. I think it'll be alright. We're gonna test this out. Alright, I actually need... Let me see this. I'm trying to... Gotta open this up. It's actually not that easy for me to do it like this. Okay. So I'm opening this so it gets air for when I take everything out. And then I feel like a noob. I should have just cut a penny. I know this is not the ideal thing, but this is my current only solution. Ooh. I just have to make sure it's extremely dry. Oh, I like really cleared it up. The radiator still has some fluid in it, so let's see if I can. Okay, oh man, this is tiring. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know what this is from, but we'll leave it there. Alright. Everything else we'll just we'll just let it drip down. Let me get a rag. We're gonna go ahead and remove the water pump and the radiator just because I'm not really gonna be using it, as I don't have a water block at this time to be able to actually, use it. So let's work on that. This is what we're running. It's an RTX 2060 Super. I can't even remember. Just because of how it's laid out. Water probably wouldn't drain properly. That's why I put the my rag down there, so I can definitely be able to take it off. That hurt a little bit. Let's see. It's coming along. It's faster than I thought it would be, honestly. I didn't know how long it would take me, but definitely a lot better. There we go. This should turn. There we are. Sorry if some of these steps are kind of boring to you guys, but it's just a necessary thing. Oh, there you go. I was worried about messing up the grommet, the rubber piece, which, I mean, they still recommend for you to change them out every time you take these off, just because it might not seal properly. But who knows when I'm going to use water cooling again. Probably soon, but just not this week. Alright. So next step, I need to unplug it in the back. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and I need to take the water pump off, so we need to get the cables out from in here, which I do have through this cable management feature on my case. I can't even remember what kind of case I have, honestly. There's just some long names, and we're going to, either way, we're going to take all this out, since I will be replacing the power supply as well, even with the motherboard, so either way it's going to be taken out regardless. This other pump, I don't think it's on. It's not. Okay, and then we just plug this. We'll run it through the front. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and take this off. Ooh. See, that's exactly why I wanted to take it out. I knew it still had water in it. And I don't want it staying in there if something accidentally happens, and kind of just a preventative method. I'll just put that up later. Alright. Next thing is we're going to go ahead and remove the mount and the reservoir, and then I'll have to mount this differently. So also I need to take the front panel off. With the filter, which also gives me plenty of time to actually work on cleaning this, because it's been a while. there we are. Here's the mount. And like I said, I'm gonna definitely put this aside. Don't remember if it had screws or not, but there's definitely screws right there. Maybe I mounted it wrong. You never know. Oh well. Okay, next part. Let's go ahead and take. Let me clean this bottom part well, because right when I do this, this should come down since it's held by the fans. All right, let's start unplugging this. Yeah, we're just gonna start unplugging it. This is what we'll do. So hopefully I don't run out of space on my SD card on the GoPro, just because we are recording in 4K. So we'll find out about that. Hopefully not, because last time I did that, like I couldn't finish the whole build recording it, so I kind of like just showed y'all the finished product, which, you know, it sucked because I definitely want people to be able to see how I'm struggling, especially since, no, I am not the best at building computers. See if I can take it out without having to take the fan off, which I feel like I'm gonna have to take the fan off. Or maybe not. Let's see. Oh. There we go. We got one motherboard off. So we're gonna also remove this power supply. Like I said earlier, we're also gonna be changing from a 650 watt power supply, bronze, to a gold 850. Same also from EVGA. Did I say that right? EVGA. Yeah, that's right. So let's continue. Honestly, it's a lot of work, but I think it'll be worth it. 1 second, guys. Gotta give a baby some fruit snacks. Alright, let's start pulling this out. Okay. Let's see. No, I definitely have to take everything out before I can do anything else. It's definitely a process, though, I'll say that. This all takes time. Okay. I need to take the one off of the there we go. Kind of did it in a abrupt manner, but I kind of just wanted to take it out. Plus, this will help me like kind of reorganize everything to be a little better. than it was before. Unplug this. Unplug my fans. Alright, so setting this aside, let's go ahead and work on the on this motherboard. So not really any questions. Some people are gonna be like, well, why don't you just get like the X570 or 570X? Can't remember exactly what it's called. And you know, I didn't really have any particular reason why I went with this, but yeah, it's just my choice. And for me, it's just, you know, like I'm gonna get what I want. I'm not gonna go based upon what people are like, oh, well, I think this is better. It's like, no, like I'm gonna research, do my own analysis, and take care of it myself. Alright, so here's some cables. Man, I bought SATA connections. I didn't even need to buy SATA connections. This came with SATA connections. What a waste of money. I feel kind of dumb on that aspect. Oh, wow, they literally, okay, they provided the screws I need for the NVMe. Oh, cool, little keychain thing. Wow, so like literally everything that I'm needing, they provide. Let me put this back on the old motherboard at least. Alright, so let's go ahead and put the NVMe that I have. We'll go ahead and put it on this first part. Which this is actually in place just for, it helps with heating. One. There we are. Man, just looks good. Let me put this back on here, just so I don't lose it. Alright, let's set this down on the ground. Let's see. Okay. So I'm screwing in like kind of like the bolt that I need so I can screw in the NVMe. Which I run an 970 Evo Plus. Just go ahead and place it on there. Ooh. Put it on that. Get a screw. Oh man, what are these tiny screws? Why are they so tiny? My hands shake. Okay, maybe I'll screw it in first and then I'll kind of do this part after. Okay, well, maybe I could do it like this. Ooh, dang. Alright, I'll be more careful. Okay, that is on there. Now we'll go ahead and put this plate back. You gotta remove it, which you know obviously makes sense. What if I didn't remove it? That'd be dumb of me. Put this like this. good. Okay, I'm just kind of finger tightening it. You know, you don't want to obviously over tighten this and then break it. All right, so I definitely went and took that off. Everything looks pretty spectacular. Well, we can take these adhesives off. So, you know, might as. Looks slick. All right, we're gonna leave the one out here for the moment while we continue to work on this. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put the CPU in next. Oh, we're gonna keep these screws. We might need those later down the road. Well, I really want to put. Well, I don't need this right now. I'm gonna hold on to this because this is for another NVMe, which I was debating about getting, but I chose not to get it at this time. So we'll just leave it alone. Okay, let's work on taking the big boy out. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up our big boy here of the Ryzen 9. Okay, here we have it, guys. The Ryzen 9 3900X. Let's see. And here within it, we do have the Wraith Prism fan cooler, which is the heaviest part of this whole thing, literally. And there it is. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that to the side here. Alright. Let's go ahead and open this back up. Well, not open it back up, but let's go ahead and open this. I don't know if it has any specific ways you have to install it. Like I said, I've never installed an AMD. It doesn't have any specification. I'm assuming just up, you know. Oh, it does have some instructions. Alright, so let's go ahead and lift this lever up to go ahead and put the CPU on. So we have already aligned the little dot right there, if you could see it, with the line, little triangle there. Look at the pins right there. So if you've been one of these, it's kind of hard to fix it, so we do need to be extremely careful. Should almost just like fall in there like it did right there. And then you just kind of, oh, it kind of worries me, you know. I'm gonna go ahead and might as well go ahead and install this. Let's see how it won't really be in the way. I'm thinking of like if it's gonna be in the way of the can't even think of what I'm saying. The RAM, but it's not, so we're not gonna worry about that. It looks like, let's see. We're gonna also put some thermal paste in here. Get that. So we're doing NTH1 thermal paste. We just kind of do it, at least on our end here. I'm not like a pro at this. I just kind of. I'm like, what if it doesn't work? So my friend said just to do this instead because he said he used the thermal paste that was on it, on the cooler. He said it didn't work that great. It was having like temp issues. So we're just gonna do this. I know definitely people are gonna be like, well, this is not that great. But like, well, it doesn't matter. We're just trying it out. It doesn't have to be perfect. But if I do definitely have issues thermal wise, well then we'll address it as it comes. But I'm not gonna waste my time on it. Okay, next spot is we are definitely gonna run this on, let's see, where do we have? I guess the fan will be facing up. It's my thought. Yeah. Get this. This probably, he said was. Yeah, definitely has to go like that. Yeah, there it goes. There it is. It's tight on there now. It should be. Make sure everything looks good on both sides. Yeah, this looks good. Alright, let me think. My mind went blank with that. Okay, let's go ahead and put the... So I still have the Vengeance Pros, of course, the Corsair Vengeance Pros for myself. Oh, alright, it says A1, A2. Actually, I need to also put these lights because I definitely want my, when I have the little RGB lights, or the lights that it has on there in general, to be playing off of the fan. So let's go ahead and get these on here. So there's a 4-pin and a 3-pin. They just really just plug right on in here. Alright. And then apparently you just kind of plug them in. Like I said, confusing. CPU out, pump. I believe that is right, but we'll find out. This one, I honestly don't think it goes right there. This one we're actually going to put it right here. And it'll go right here. Just because this has to be with RGBs. So this should be right above here. Luckily, since we got something that is actually a okay, I'm obviously not getting them in there. Let's actually look at, looks like they have some cables. Oh, okay. Let's see what this is for. this does not go with that. Oh man, I should have not bought any SATA cables. It was wasting money. Really. What are these? Some glue stickers. RGB connections, even better. Okay, I'm still looking, babes. I'm wondering if you're, unless it's like, I can run it through. You know what, I'm gonna run it through and I bet it'll fit right here. We're gonna hold off on this one because I'm pretty sure it's gonna go down here for a, it's gonna probably go right here. One of these two. So we're actually gonna do, put our RAM sticks in. These are each 16 gigs of memory, the Vengeance RGB Pro. So it's actually on B2 and A2. They're like actually have like little stars. So those are the ones that you would actually be putting in on here. Alright, let's actually do a little bit of flight. We'll actually push this in here. Alright, that's in there. Okay. I actually have covers just to kind of protect them. So we'll go ahead and actually, I should have put that in the very first one, but I think I can still reach it from here. Here, this is a better view of what I'm doing. It's just like, they're just dust covers. Just so no dust gets in them. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and put this next RGB. Said I'm not a pro at this, I just kind of, I'm doing it. Get them to work. It's not on me. Let me see. There it goes. And there, we have those installed now. This will get cable managed better as later in the day. Alright, so let me go ahead and move our motherboard, and then we're gonna go ahead and try to put it actually in the case now. Okay guys? What we're gonna try to do right now, we're gonna go ahead and try to put the new motherboard in here. Trying to clean some of this stuff out. I'm hoping to not have to take the fan off, but if I have to, that's okay. But I hope. Ooh, look at this bad boy. I'm gonna also, I know in a weird way, I'm gonna take this off. Look at that, just coming right on off. Just shiny. I wonder if this, does it come off? No, it doesn't. Okay. Let's go ahead and we'll see here. You know what? We're going to have to take it off. I don't want to mess it up. Do we really want to mess it up? No. You didn't. I'm about to put it in here. Yeah. Gotta multitask. Everything looks good in the back. It's the back of the motherboard. Okay. Actually, we'll run it like this since that fan's still kind of on the way. Not really. Alright, it's actually in place now. I'll grab this. I won't worry about. We'll put the fan back on. It won't hurt anything to put the fans back on there. Now at least. Okay. It's looking fairly good, guys, isn't it? I think so. So I'm sorry about the video quality maybe. I mean, we are running with a GoPro. It's meant more for, what's it called? It's meant more for like outdoors, not really for what I'm doing it for right now, as far as like, you know, working on a computer. But it does run in 4K and, you know, it does what I need it to do. Okay, that's in place. Let's go ahead and actually bolt down. Where did I? Okay, I was like, oh, where did I put these screws in? So these screws will go in place here. Here actually looks pretty good so far. I think it's definitely was worth getting. I already got all of them. Just tightening them down just a little bit. You definitely don't want to strip it, but you want to make sure that, especially since a lot of parts are going to be on here, it won't be vibrating. Already gone ahead and put the motherboard, kind of run some cables here. We're going to go ahead and actually put the power supply on. That's definitely what we're going to start with. That's the next step with all these cables here, especially because we need to be able to power everything, RGB and all. So like I said, the 850 power supply, never been opened. Where's my knife here to open this up? Trying to take care of it because I'm going to end up probably getting a poster. A friend of mine did this before. It's going to help me with making a poster. It's going to be super neat. Alright, and this looks like a nasty one. So, here it is. It also has an eco mode in case you obviously, you know, you wanted to save some power. Look at that. Fully modular. If you want to see that. It's fully modular and just slick, in my opinion. Alright, let me go ahead and let's do it like this. And then this right here is a cable for the power. And this is just a test to make sure that it powers on. Okay. Let me put you down for the moment, okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead and actually put this in here. What am I hitting? I shouldn't be hitting anything. Oh, there it goes. I'm just tripping. Let's see.
Thank you.
Thanks, little man. So this little right here emblem right there, that will actually turn green when it's on. So it's a nice little thing. I know some people like, you know, the color green, so that's why I wanted to mention it. It's pretty nice though. Definitely better than the last one. Oh, you know what? Oh, let's look, it has more screws. We're not gonna use them because the case is black. We don't want to put some oddball thing on there. Major things here is now we're gonna have to work on all these cables. Oh. Let's see. First things first. Definitely connecting the cable that goes to the motherboard. CPU. What am I thinking? Let's see. I'm gonna try to detangle this as much as possible. Especially because I want to make sure that when I work on this, I can actually push this one back since it's the biggest cable that I have on here. But this one will actually go in the front. Let's see. Actually, I'm actually going to put it in this top one right here. So let's go ahead and remove this cable management portion. I'll put this in here. I'm going to leave it actually off for now because we want to make sure that it will turn on. I'm pretty sure it's going to turn on. We're not going to worry about it. Normally you want to test it, but I'm not really going to worry about testing it this time. Bad practice though, guys. You know, definitely test it though. Because if not, then you got to start troubleshooting what the issue is. And do you really want to do that? Can I borrow this light? Kinda can't. Oh, I just hit myself with my own glasses. Okay. Okay. So the main cable that I need is already in use. Man, do you remember what all these were? Jeez. You can keep playing now. I don't know if you are or not, but oh, one of these connections is pushed out all the way. Maybe I can push it all the way back here. kind of sucks. Oh, there it is. I can definitely get that working. We'll just use this farther away, so make sure. I don't know how I had it working then. These connections are kind of janky. You finally getting what's on your butt? Or did I even... There's two of them. I have two of them. And I don't remember if I was using both of them. Maybe this was... Oh man, I can't even remember. It's been a while. So I have one running right here, which is this one. And then I have 3 fans and 3 fans, so I definitely need to have both of these on here. Yep. Wow, it's just the other one that's so hard to put on. I had a hard time doing this last time too. It's just not, I don't know. I just got really bad connections, I guess, when I bought it. I should just returned it, but I didn't want to do that. But I guess this is me dealing with it now. Actually, you know what the easiest way would be, but I'm not gonna do it. We'll just take them all out and just plug them in. Oh, this worked. Good. I was worried because then I'm like, oh man. Then I won't have some fans working. That's kind of annoying, frustrating. But we got it working. Let's see. So I know this light goes with this connection here. So we'll wait off on that. This plug right here will actually go into the motherboard, but we'll run it through the bottom. And this bottom is actually, we'll go out to the front side in a moment once we get all the back cables. This one will also go, we'll also run through the bottom as well. Will it? Oh, this is a fan. See, I definitely don't remember a lot of this stuff. Let me see, this cable. This one for sure has to go through the bottom. HD audio. Yeah, let's run this right here. This goes through here. Man, huge process here. Huge process of remembering everything. I'm like, so dumb. Okay. Okay. We'll run this. This will be also for our graphics card. So we'll also run this through the bottom. And like all these cables that I'm running through the bottom, we're gonna definitely see those in a moment. Leave that room there. Alright, so I got everything plugged in that I needed to have plugged in at this time. Let's see. And I'm actually gonna, I haven't cable managed anything yet, just mainly because I want to make sure it is working. It obviously looks like a mess before I plug everything, I mean, you know, make it look pretty. Oh. I'm gonna turn that on too. Oh, you know what? I forgot to turn this on. Well, that's at least turning on. Oh, that looks actually really nice. Okay, I said outside because the motherboard light's already on. You see? There's one light down here and then one up top. Then the light for the power supply is already on. Holy cow.
Ooh, pretty.
Now I just need to make sure it's displaying on the right. Yeah, it should be displaying on the right. No, it is not on the right channel. On the. I think it's in the right output. I can't remember. It should.
If you want, I'll run upstairs, see if I have that flash drive.
Oh, I have a flash drive, a USB.
And,
Yeah.
We can see if there's a BIOS.
All right, so after much trouble, it's on. I'm gonna do some more troubleshooting, but it's definitely looking sweet. I need to do. I think I'm gonna leave it where it's all rainbow colors because it came out very, very good. So I went ahead and installed the Ryzen 9 3900X with the Asus Motherboard B550E gaming. The only difference I had to do, I had to enable CMD or C compatibility. Yeah, it has to do with like some kind of compatibility, just so I could be able to boot it up. But it came out very good. As we can see, let me get something pulled up to open a few things up. So you can definitely see right here that I do have all those cores right there. Looking at my core temps, we do show the 12 cores. Just a little curiosity here. But I'm definitely still working on it. I just kind of want to show you like the finished product here and that it worked properly.